So here this tool, I just use it as a ruler. Also as a ruler, I always have to be careful because this millimeter is longer than the other millimeters. So what I usually do is never use the first centimeter. You take it off, and it's very good because you practice your math at the same time. So for example, if I want to make a measurement, I will start on 7 and I say 7 is my 0. And if I want to measure like 5 centimeters, 3 millimeters and a half, then I do 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12, 3 millimeters and a half. And I always do the math. I never use a 0 here, use a 0 anywhere. And it's good also because sometimes, you know, you work on a field, you don't have all your tools, you don't want to lose your time. Here, you see, it's not flat. So that means I have to use it like that, and sometimes you cannot go exactly where you want to go. If you can take the measurements anywhere and you can count one side and the other side, like here, for example, if I start at 12 and I say I want 5 centimeters, 3 millimeters and a half, I say, so 12 is my 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 millimeters and a half. Then I can take any kind of measurements without restriction, without limitation. And what you want to do in carpentry is about precision. What you want to do is feel free as much as you can. And to feel free as much as you can, something I learned in Italy when I arrived in Italy. I've been working in an architectural studio in Italy, and the first days, they told me, listen, piccola, they used to call me piccola, which means a small one. Listen, piccola, you have to make your own tools if you want to be an architect. The first thing is to be an architect everywhere. And it's the same with carpentry. If you want to be a carpenter, you have to be a carpenter anywhere, even if you don't have all the most perfection kind of tools you would ever have. When I was in France, I had the most expensive tools I could buy, and I had employees who did not even know how to use it. And when I arrived in America, the first thing that was given to me was that Ryobi. And at the beginning I felt, well, it's an insult. It's insulting my pride to work with a Ryobi tool. But, well, I did not have much choice first. And at the end, I feel, no, it's not hurting my pride. It's in the contrary, it makes me a good carpenter. Because with this kind of tool, I had to think differently, to work differently, and to use all my knowledge. And in the contrary, not everybody can learn to use those kind of tools. And if I would recommend something to anybody who wants to become a very good carpenter, learn to work with any kind of tools, even the worst ones like this one. If you can do a good job with a bad tool, then you'll be able to do a good job with a very good tool. And being a good carpenter is to be able to work whatever the kind of conditions you have. So this has been my way to adapt the weakness of this tool, and I feel that it makes me a better person, a better carpenter. So I would really recommend to take your pride down, learn to use the tools with more freedom, more adaptability, and you will see you will be able to do more things and build better structures and with a lot more precision.